Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
Washington Post World, August 20th, 12:31 America, New York. Live updates. Biden pressured to expand evacuation as European forces cross Taliban lines on rescue mission. The United States has dedicated its troops to maintaining security at the airport, the only exit point from Afghanistan not under Taliban control. Washington Post World, August 20th, 12:06 America, New York. Grace heads for a second hurricane hit on Mexican coast. Hurricane Grace has been temporarily knocked back to tropical storm force, but it's expected to regain hurricane strength Friday as it heads for a second landfall in Mexico. Washington Post World, August 20th, 12:04 America, New York. In Haiti, close relation between the living and the dead. Haiti's unusually close relationship between the living and the dead has helped hide, in part, the huge toll of Saturday's earthquake. People in Haiti want to be close to their deceased relatives, to the point of sometimes burying themselves in their front yards. Washington Post World, August 20th, 12:02 America, New York. Oxygen plant among earthquake-damaged buildings in Haiti. As if Haiti's 7.2 magnitude earthquake, a tropical storm and the coronavirus pandemic weren't enough, the Temblor has also damaged the only medical oxygen plant in southern Haiti. Washington Post World, August 20th, 12:01 America, New York. Afghanistan's crisis underscores the U.S.'s shifting place in the world. America's strategic and moral failure in Afghanistan will reinforce questions about U.S. reliability, wrote Richard Haass, president of the Council on Foreign Relations.
PowerPost, August 20th, 11:38 America, New York. The Daily 202, on cable, Afghanistan dominates. In local newspapers, it's the pandemic. And sports, and local crime and politics, but the pandemic trumps the evacuation.
New York Times World News, August 20th, 11:34 America, New York. NYC imposes vaccine mandate for high school athletes. The announcement, made by Mayor Bill de Blasio, could set the stage for broader mandates for the city's roughly 1 million public school students later this year. People receiving COVID-19 vaccinations at Ferros Academy Charter School in the Bronx in July.
Time, August 20th, 11:31 America, New York. Leaving Afghanistan was the right call, but it may haunt Biden, and the U.S., forever. The last week saw the unceremonious end to the longest military adventure in American history. The botched withdrawal from Afghanistan is the first major foreign policy crisis of the Biden administration and surely the largest since 9/11.
RT World News, August 20th, 11:25 America, New York. Germany sends 2 light helicopters to assist with Kabul evacuation, but military says people must get to airport themselves. German nationals and locals fleeing the Taliban have to make their own way to Kabul airport, as the 2 light helicopters Berlin is sending will only be used in individual cases and not as a taxi, the Bundeswehr chief said. Washington Post World, August 20th, 11:24 America, New York. WHO issues call for experts to help with COVID origins probe. The World Health Organization has issued a call for experts to join a new advisory group it's forming, in part to address the agency's fraught attempts to investigate how the coronavirus pandemic started.
Mirror World News, August 20th, 11:21 America, New York. Woman set on fire by Taliban after she's accused of bad cooking in Afghanistan. A former judge said women in Afghanistan have come to her with harrowing stories of extreme violence as the Taliban continues to seize power following the withdrawal of Western militaries. BBC News World, August 20th, 10:44 America, New York. Amnesty International. Disconnect between Taliban claims and reality. What Taliban spokespeople say and what is happening is very different, says Amnesty International.
World CBS News, com. August 20th, 10:33 America, New York. Afghanistan's all-girls robotics team evacuated to Qatar. The team made headlines when members were denied entrance to the U.S. in 2017 for a competition, but eventually made it and won the first round.
Time, August 20th, 10:30 America, New York. What Afghanistan's women stand to lose. Published in partnership with Rakshana Media, an Afghan women's media organization, and the Fuller Project, a global nonprofit newsroom reporting on issues that affect women.
Mirror World News, August 20th, 10:28 America, New York. Taliban are trying to kill 14 families. I'm hiding in Kabul. They must wipe phones or face death. Dominic Raab's failure to make the phone call that could save Afghan interpreters was nothing short of an atrocity. Now we have scores of people in deep hiding who will die if they're discovered by the Taliban, writes Dominic Byrne, head of Impact at Fundsurfer.
ABC News International. August 20th, 10:25 America, New York. Scottish Greens agree to back pro-independence government. The Scottish National Party and the Scottish Greens have agreed a power-sharing deal that falls short of an official coalition government but could pave the way to another referendum on Scotland's independence from the UK in the coming couple of years.
RT World News. August 20th, 10:23 America, New York. Notorious Joker virus that subscribes you to paid services back on Android devices, Belgian police warn. Belgium's federal police have released a stark warning of a malware known as the Joker virus, once again cropping up on Android. The police report the virus can automatically subscribe hacked devices to paid services online. Washington Post World. August 20th, 10:19 America, New York. To boost vaccinations, South Africa opens jabs to all adults. Faced with slowing numbers of people getting COVID-19 vaccinations, South Africa has opened eligibility to all adults to step up the volume of inoculations as it battles a surge in the disease driven by the Delta variant.
World CBS News, com. August 20th, 10:18 America, New York. Some members of Afghan all-girl robotics team flee country. Some members of an all-girl robotics team in Afghanistan are safe in Qatar. Officials there sent a plane for the girls, who are known as the Afghan Dreamers.
ABC News International. August 20th, 10:18 America, New York. To boost vaccinations, South Africa opens jabs to all adults. Faced with slowing numbers of people getting COVID-19 vaccinations, South Africa has opened eligibility to all adults to step up the volume of inoculations as it battles a surge in the disease driven by the Delta variant.
RT World News. August 20th, 10:15 America, New York. A third of Afghanistan's population at risk of severe or acute hunger amid war and drought, UN Food Agency. The UN World Food Programme, WFP, warned on Friday that the dual impact of war and a drought has fueled an extraordinarily difficult year for Afghanistan, putting 14 million citizens at risk of severe or acute hunger.